So today I'm going to be explaining how to solve and graph absolute value equations and inequalities. I'll walk through steps and explain why the steps work and connect everything back to an absolute value function. So the first problem that we have is 5 absolute value 2x plus 6 equals 0. The main thing that you want to know is that the absolute value is never negative. The only time that an absolute value equals 0 is when the inside equals 0. So the first thing that I want to do here is just divide everything by 5 to get the absolute value away from everything, isolated. So it'll be 2x plus 6 equals 0, and then we could just equal this to 0. 2x plus 6 equals 0, and that's just basic algebra. You just solve. And so x equals -3, and then for absolute value we need to find the vertex. So we already have x, so we could just make like an xy chart, and we can go 2 up and 2 down, -2, -1, and -4, -5. And to find the y's, we just plug the first 3 or 1, like we could plug 1 and 4, and then, or we could plug 2 and 5. Doesn't matter. The -1 and -5 will be the same, and -2 and -4 will be the same. So I'll do -1, and so it'll be -2 plus 6, that equals 4. And same thing, equals y. So that equals 4, and this equals 4. And then we could just do the same for -2 and 3, which is what I'm going to do. So 2 so -2 is equal to 2 and 2. So now the only thing we have to do is solve for -3, which we will do. And then that equals 0. So now you have the XY chart. You could just graph, and then you'll find the vertex and everything you need to shade. And that's it.
Okay, now we're doing part 2. So from here we have to set it equal to 0, meaning we're gonna have to add 10 to both sides. So we're gonna have -2/3 x plus 5 minus 6 equals 0. That's gonna give us that. This is going to be the function that we're going to plug everything from the table into. Ignore anything you hear out there, I'm sorry. From here, we're going to have to find what x is, which would be, we're going to kind of ignore the -6 and the negative that's on the outside. And we're going to do 2/3 x minus 5 equals 0. So for this, we're going to have 2/3 x equals 5, and then we're going to multiply by 3 on each side, and that's going to give us 2x equals 15, and that's going to give us x equals 7.5, or 15 over 2. So we're going to put this in here right there, and then for this we can go up any number. I'm going to go up from here 6, and then from here 3, and then from here I'm going to go 9, and then I'm going to do 12. Okay, so I'm going to box this stuff off here because this is the original x. But this piece right here, we're going to use to plug all these into. So we can do absolute value of 2/3 7.5 minus 5 minus 6 equals 0. Equals y, since we're trying to find the y's. So for here, we're going to have to do this here, which is 2/3 times 15 over 2, which is 30/6, which is 5 minus 5. Is that minus? No, I'm sorry. It was a plus all along. I'm an idiot. Yeah, didn't look right. Okay. There we go. So 5 plus 5, and that's going to give us 10 minus 6 equals y. So that's going to give us negative 10 minus 6 equals y. And then from here, we're going to do negative 16 equals y. So with this here, we could plug this into the graph here. So that's negative 16 right there. I'm going to erase all this here just so we have room, because I'm going to have to graph afterward. Okay, now we're going to move on to 6. Since 6 should be the same as 9 and 3 should be the same as 12, we can do 6. Or you know what, I'm gonna work my way inside out. So we're going to be outside in. So we're going to do 12. I'm going to do 12 first. You know what, no, we'll do 3 first. That'd probably be easier. We'll do 3 first. So negative actual value of 2/3 3 plus 5 minus 6 equals y. So 2 divided by 3, 3 over 1 plus 5. Let's focus on this here first though. So that's going to be 6 over 3, or just 2 plus 5 minus 6 equals y. 2 plus 5 is 7 minus, and that's going to give us negative 7 minus 6 equals y, or, one second, sorry, negative 13 equals y. That's going to be for here and for here. Now we have to plug in one more. Oops. I should erase that again so we have room. Plug in one more, and it's going to be the 6 or the 9. We can do the 6 since it's smaller. So we're going to do 2/3 times 6 plus 5 minus 6 equals y. Okay. So this is negative 2/3 times 6 over 1 plus 5 minus 6. This is going to be negative 12 over 3 plus 5 minus 6, which is negative absolute value of 4 minus 6 equals y. And that is negative 4 minus 6 equals y. Oh, I forgot to add 10. Let me add 5. Yep, I knew something went wrong. Okay. Sorry. So 4 plus 5 is 9. So minus 6. So that's negative 9 minus 6 equals y. And that would be negative 9 minus 6 would be negative 15 equals y. So we can plug this in right here. And we're going to erase all this so we can graph. From here, from the table, you're just going to plug right into that, right into a graph. We don't have graph paper, so we're going to have to do it. Just wing it, since it's negative. Yeah, we can just do a regular graph. Okay, we're going to start in the middle and work our way out. It should look like a V. So we are going to have 7.5. So I'm just going to say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then we're going to put it right there for 0.5. And that's negative 16. So we are down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So we should be about right there. For these next ones, we're going to have 9 and 6. So we can do, let's say right here, right, we have to erase that, I'm sorry. So we're gonna have 6 here. So we could do negative 15, which I would say is about right there. And then 9, 15 would also be about right there. And then 3 would be here. And that's negative 13, so that's just about there. And then 12 is over here. And that's also negative 13, so that's about here. So from here, sorry about that. We're gonna have just about that. So your solution is going to be wherever it intercepts with the x-axis. Since we're not on graph paper, can't really do that. But it's going to be about right there and right there. And that's part 2 to the absolute value functions.
And now we will move on to graphing the absolute value inequalities. This is the problem we will be solving. And as you know, we will be making the chart. So now, what we're supposed to do, we're supposed to start by solving what's inside the absolute value. We can substitute this with 0 because the absolute value of x, 1, 0, so you would put 0 here and then you would put equal amount of numbers. So we can put 2 and negative 2 and 4, negative 4 and 4. So now what we would do, we would plug this into this equation. So y is greater than or equal to 0 plus 2. So y is greater than or equal to 2. We can put that there. Then we plug in either one of these. We will get the same number either way. So you can put in the positive 2. Y is greater than or equal to absolute value of positive 2 plus 2. The absolute value of positive 2 is 2. So it equals 4. And y is greater than or equal to positive 4. And now we'll do it with a negative, just for you to see that we will get the same number. Y is greater than or equal to the absolute value of negative 4 plus 2. The absolute value of negative 4 is 4 plus 2. So the equation is y is greater than or equal to 4 plus 2. So y is greater than or equal to 6. So we would put 6 in these two options. Now, as said, we can use these to graph. We would go the x and go up 2, and we'd plot a point there. Then we go to the next point, 2, so we'd go to the 2 and go up 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the next one, we'd go to the 4, so 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. And we'd go up 2, 1, 2. So we have 6. You go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I don't know how to graph. Ignore that. And we do the same thing on this side. All the coordinates are recorded in the chart. And now, as seen in our first equation, if an equation is greater than or equal to or less than or equal to, our lines will be solid. But if there is no equal to in it, then our lines will be dashed. We have an equal to, so the lines will be they won't have gaps. They'll be continuous. And now for the shading. These are the rules for the shading for absolute values. If the equation is greater than or equal to, we will go above the x and we'll go towards and above, and if it's less than or equal to, we'll go away and below. Since this equation has a greater than, we will shade towards and above. So all of this will be shaded. You get the point.